right, have a great show.
All right. Okay, close that door, baby. 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh. You are now listening to an all women's podcast. Maybe I can't relate. Maybe I can't relate. What's good and what's going on, you guys? This is another episode of Maybe I Can't Relate. I'm always very excited to be on this platform and, talking to y'all, kind of like catching up with you guys every single week. This is what we do here. This show is sponsored by King's Castle Entertainment. That's kingscastleent.com. That's where you can find out more information about the fastest growing entertainment company in the state of Florida. And you can watch movies there. You can find some of the films. You can listen to music. It might lead you back to this YouTube channel, but anyway, without further ado, I want to let y'all know what's going on here. A issue with the streaming app was happening up there in Georgia, so I'm streaming straight from YouTube only. So I do want to take a second to share my YouTube because it's a little different. It's a little different today. So let's make sure that we get some people up in here. Okay, so I'm just looking to share the live real quick. I'm kind of surprised it's straight up and down. I feel like I've never been on live on YouTube before. But anyway, let's go ahead and hop right into it because I usually spend an hour here doing the Maybe I Can't Relate podcast. And so that's what I'm going to do. Thank you so much for being tuned in and listening. Make sure that you like the video, subscribe to the channel. And today's show is pretty interesting. I have 10 beauty tips for you. And after that, I might have a few more tips for you, depending on how much time we got left. Sometimes I can start talking and it just takes up all our precious time. Okay, here we are. So, today I'm giving y'all 10 beauty tips that can help you, 10 natural beauty tips if you're into natural beauty, if you're into not wearing a lot of makeup. These are the type of tips that will help you, and this is the perfect type of show for a woman, a girl, of any age to be listening to. I'm so excited to finally be getting around to a little bit of the fun stuff, stuff that I enjoy, stuff that's just beauty and fashion. I do enjoy all of the videos that I've been doing, all of the topics that I've been doing, but this is really really up my alley. So I want to give y'all 10 beauty tips and when I say natural, I mean no filler, no Botox. That's what I mean by natural. No Botox, no fillers, okay? Because of course there's maybe chemicals, maybe products, okay? There's products I'm going to be mentioning. But before we talk about before I give y'all those beauty products, I want to do a round of fashion police. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm opening my photos. Here it is. So today on Fashion Police, the people, the outfits that I chose to rate are on celebrities, but they're celebrity couples, okay? And it's from the past. These are blasts from the past. Blasts from the past. The first couple, well, you can tell it's the past too. So the first couple is Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake. Okay, Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake. Girl, 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 girl. You know what? Britney Spears was a bad mama jamma, and Justin Timberlake was too at the time. But I can just picture this outfit he's got on. Like, I can picture it on an old ass man right now. Like, thinking that that's still cool to wear. Like, that's some shit that, you know, that you probably would keep in the closet, but it's never gonna come around again. Like, that type of jean ensemble is not ever gonna come around again. Like, too much jean. Way too much jean. Yeah, it was the shit at the time. Like, it was really, really dope at the time for them to be wearing that. But, like, no, not today. So my next celebrity couple on the red carpet is Kim and Kanye. And this is also a blast from the past, of course. But this is when Kanye wore the silver contacts. He was trying to have his contacts match their outfit. And I just feel like, I mean, it's so perfect, but it's that color that I don't like. You know, I never liked silver. So I'm not going to start liking silver today. Don't hold your breath. The next couple that I wanted to judge, one of them looked like a piece of bubble gum, and the other one is always wearing something freaking questionable, and I'm just always confused when I look at him. And I kind of think that she dresses him. So it's MGK, Machine Gun Kelly, and Megan Fox. I kind of think that she dresses him because he looks like a doll, like a Barbie. Not Barbie. What's the guy's name? Ken. He looks like a Ken doll that she just put a bunch of shit on. Like, even the earring, like, mismatch earrings all the time. Like, she just puts him in whatever and calls it high fashion. Put him in some designer shit, call it high fashion, and make sure it's got a little bit of pink, a little bit of butterfly. His nails were done in this picture, and he also had, like, just this butterfly on the suit. Like, it made no sense. So it said the devil couple, they drink each other's blood. I ain't saying nothing about them. They may want to cast a spell. I'm not worried about a spell because no weapon formed against me shall prosper. And, you know, it's all in good taste and in good fun. Just looking at your outfit and how you wanted negative attention, and, you know, you got it. You wanted negative attention wearing something like that. Look at hers. Hers is perfect. She wouldn't dare have done that. But he can because he's a guy, because, I mean, because he's him, I guess. I just don't care for it, you know. But he is tall like a model, so I can understand how they might want to dress him up. I just kind of have him looking like he's supposed to be on the runway, I guess. My next couple is Michael Jackson and Madonna. They were leaving the Oscars after party back in 1991. So one of my listeners said that they going to a devil's ball, talking about MGK. Because they drink each other's blood. Yeah, we talked about that on the episode of Speak That Shit. But this is Michael Jackson with Madonna in 1991, leaving a after party. And she looked like Marilyn Monroe. You know what I'm saying? I want to say that Michael Jackson looked like, I want to say that Michael Jackson had on some fucking Michael Jackson pants, but that wouldn't even be a dig because guess what? He's actually Michael Jackson. What am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to say when Michael Jackson is wearing Michael Jackson pants? What is the fashion police supposed to pull up and do? What's the procedure
When Michael Jackson is wearing Michael Jackson pants on the red carpet. He's the only one allowed to do this shit. About to piss me off. Rest his soul. And the pants are made out of snake skin. When I say they made out of snake skin, it's the real skin of a snake. Like, that's the actual skin that the snake came out of. Like, it's very, very hard and rough. And like, once he took them off, nobody could ever wear them again. Once he took these snakeskin pants off, nobody could ever put them on again. It's the actual skin of a snake. He had to shed the shit to take it off. But I do like his shoes. Like, Michael Jackson just always looked like he's just ready to do a little dance, make a little noise, get down tonight. Wait, is that Michael Jackson that sing that? Is that Michael Jackson that sings that? Am I tripping? Is that the Village People? I don't know who sings that. So I do have one more. Excuse my smacking, y'all. I got two more, actually. I got two more couples that were on a red carpet. And I'm giving y'all a blast from the past. So these are not current red carpets from 2025. They're like older red carpets, okay? Like, we just looked at Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake in some jean outfit that it looked like somebody's fucking dad would have on these days and think that he's still cool. And it'll be like, no, that ain't cool no more. You put that jean outfit back in the closet, put it all the way in the back. All the way in the back. But somebody else did the same thing. It was Riff Raff and Katy Perry. I want to say 2018. Here, let me show y'all the picture. Let me show you the picture. So in 2018, that's what she wore. And he got all them fucking rings on. Imagine getting punched in the face by him. Imagine getting backhanded. Like, oof. You would just be like, you know, through the window. But that's Riff Raff and Katy Perry in a jean outfit. And I want to say they jean outfit, like, who wore it better? Like, who wore it better? Katy Perry and Riff Raff, or Britney Spears with Justin Timberlake? We can figure out who really wore it better. Because they both had on this jean stuff. She even had the purse, like, matching tip to the top to the bottom. Can we still get away with this in 2025? Because this picture is old. This is not current. So you said, somebody says Justin and Britney wore it better. I feel like Riff Raff right here wore this better. Yeah, but then I'm a fan of a tighter fit of pants on the man. I'm a fan of Versace on the purse. Like, I'm not gonna hate on that. Like, she gets some points from me for that. The Versace, it's Versace. And that's kind of what I like about Versace, for real. The thing about Donatella Versace is she's not a minimalist. She doesn't. The Versace brand is not about minimalism. And she actually said in an interview that the trend that she wishes would go away soon is basically minimalism, like just walking into a space and like it's very modern, it's very 2025 for like spaces to just be kind of empty and bland. Even kids' rooms right now, like that's the style for kids' rooms. Like the playroom is not even colorful anymore. You know, that's a thing of like 1995. Like we don't do red, blue, green. It's tan. It's a photo of a teddy bear. It's a tan sofa. It's a wood colored toys and all of that kind of thing. So, and that's just some people's aesthetic. That's just some people's aesthetic. Like when you walk into a room, we don't have yellow carpets like in the 80s. And Versace is just a brand that's big on, you know, their logo. Not that it's on everything. I'm not trying to say that, because they are discreet on some items to cater to certain people that's wearing that stuff. But they like to have they like to have their brand looking prominent. Like the big Versace stamp, like that does it for me. Like I like shit like that. You know, I like shit like that. So, nah, bruh, Katie did. Okay, so are you guys arguing? I don't know. But I feel like Riff Raff No More does better. They look fun. Like, they look like, who would you, they look more fun. Like, Britney Spears, they was babies any fucking way. Like, Britney and Justin, like, they were just fresh off the Mickey Mouse Club. And I'm more of a fan of the cowboy boot type of look. When you want to put the boots with the skinnies more so. So my very last look on the red carpet was Kanye West. He was up there with his ex-girlfriend. I don't remember her name. Y'all gotta excuse me for that. However, this was them popping out a couple years ago at a Kenzo, like some type of Kenzo event. Now, Kenzo is one of my favorite clothing brands. Shout out to Kenzo. This is not a sponsored video. So this is what they had on. Hold on, I can't be letting y'all see my messages coming through. It's not for you. Okay, here we go. He always looks like a motherfucking Lego to me. He always looks like a Lego man. Always. And then this is before he started wearing those shoulder pads. I think this was before he was into the shoulder pads. This might have inspired the shoulder pads because it looks like hers has shoulder pads in there too. But Kenzo makes this kind of clothes, like how her shirt is kind of got a bra thing on the front. It's kind of like her chest will start shooting at you. You know what I'm saying? But that's the kind of clothes that Kenzo makes. I like their t-shirts. I like their aesthetic, really. Like, I like the aesthetic, a wilder aesthetic. Sometimes I'm in a mood of nothingness, like just tan, everything nude, everything black. Sometimes I'm in that type of mood with my surroundings and with like what I'm wearing. But at other times, like mostly I'm an artistic person, and Kenzo is one of those labels too, to where it's like they'll just give you a pop of color. If you read fashion magazines, you know what I'm talking about. But that's gonna wrap up the Fashion Police. Fashion Police is sponsored by Annie Loke at Annie Loke Beauty. You can find more information about Annie Loke Beauty when the website drops July 29th. That's when you're going to be able to find AnnieLoke.com, the wellness website that is owned by me. And you're going to be able to shop my pieces and that sort of thing. And, you know, all things Annie Loke. We're just going to load it up over there. It's not going to be confusing for you. It's going to be a great place for you to come and just get good tips and catch up on anything that you might have missed with Maybe I Can't Relate. I hope that you are following me on all of the platforms. Maybe I Can't Relate on X. Maybe I Can't Relate on TikTok. Maybe I Can't Relate on Instagram. Maybe I Can't Relate on Facebook. We do have a Facebook group. It's called Maybe I Can't Relate. So I hope to see you over there. And also, what's the other one? Which one did I forget, y'all? Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Oh no, it broke off. Oh, that would break off while I'm live. That never happened before. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Duh. Y'all already on the YouTube. So shout out to everybody that's tuned in to the live or the recording playback, because I do appreciate your viewership and your listenership. Make sure that you tune in every single week. I'm live on every single Tuesday. Every single Tuesday I'm live here on this channel. Also on Thursday. So Tuesday is at 9 p.m. So I've been running this stream since 9 p.m. We already did the Fashion Police. So if you're just now tuning in, then you missed it. You could always catch the recording, catch the playback. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel and follow us. You can also find out more, like watch our movies. You can watch our movies at KingsCastleENT.com. Kings Castle ENT is the fastest growing entertainment company in the state of Florida. We do movies, music production, and classes. as well as educational courses for people who want to get into entertainment. So, I told you guys that today's show, my live stream was going to be about beauty tips. And I do have beauty tips for y'all. I do have beauty tips. So get your notebooks, girls. Get your notebook. Well, no, you ain't gonna need a notebook. You ain't gonna need a notebook. It's just a conversation. And take notes in your head. Take mental notes. And if there's any men listening, go sit in the corner and don't be trying to be funny and shit, okay? Because men like to come in here and try to be funny. Like, I'm gonna need y'all to have a seat in the corner. This is a woman's group session, okay? This is a woman's, you're in a room with, you're in a woman's space. This is a safe space for females. This is a safe space for ladies, okay? So come on in, ladies. Come on in. Come on in. If you haven't been tuned into the live stream the whole time, it's all good. Catch the playback. And that's my last time saying that, because I don't want to waste all my playback energy. You know, people that's listening to the playback right now trying to hear the shit, they don't want to hear me keep telling y'all, listen to the playback. Like, you know. So, 10 beauty tips. Natural beauty tips. No filler or Botox. So I'm going to read the comment that just popped up. It says, they better act right because we're here to regulate in the chat box. No. Somebody said, looked like he had some shoulder pads on. Okay. I don't know. I don't understand what's going on in the chat too much. But we definitely got a moderator down there ready to regulate. Okay. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all being down there. That's what's up. So I'm going to give you guys 10 beauty tips. My first beauty tip is to know your skin type and have a skincare routine. So knowing your skin type is important because you don't want to be putting extra oil. If you already have oily skin, then why would you be putting extra oil on there? If you already have dry skin, then you need to be adding a little bit extra moisture and things like that. So I kind of got a funny story of how I learned my skin type. I learned it in modeling school, and I was surprised because I feel that I have hyperpigmentation. Anytime I get a pimple, it leaves a mark on my skin if I pick with it, and I always pick with it. So that's another one of my beauty tips. Don't be poking and pinching pimples and things like that. You're actually supposed to try to let it just naturally go away. If you can just hide and duck off for a few days, do that. And I'm not good at that because I should have just did that with this one. And I'm I always just say it I shouldn't be doing this, but I do that shit anyway. But don't do that. It's not good for you. But anyway, when I was in modeling school, I remember them kind of doing a test on everybody. They said, okay, on this day you come and you don't wear makeup. So I went and I ended up having normal skin. The instructor is going down that row and they're like, you have oily skin, you have dry skin, you have oily skin. And they came to me and they're like, okay, yours is good. So I'm like, okay, whatever. But anyway, you can find, it's just the same with your hair. Everything is catered to you. And it's the same with working out. You don't go based on another woman. You go based on your shit. So you go based on your body type. You go based on your skin type. You go based on your hair type. And I wouldn't say anything is better than the other, even though we do have our preferences. Some of us might wish we had curly hair and you got straight hair. Some of us might wish we had straight hair and you got kinky hair. It doesn't make one thing better than the other. It just is what it is. So if you have oily skin, then you need to be maintaining what it takes to take care of your type of skin. especially if you want to walk around with like no makeup on. And that's kind of the girls that I'm talking to when I say natural beauty tips. That means that you don't want fillers, you don't want Botox, you want to be able to be fresh faced. And especially if you're not going to be wearing makeup, you need to have like a face spray, a hydrating spray, to, or whatever it takes to, you know, whatever products that it takes to kind of give you some type of moisture. You can't just be walking around dry and crusty. So that's the important thing. My number 2 is lip balm or lip gloss. Always have lip balm or lip gloss on. Need I say more? Crusty lips ain't cute. So I guess I'm always just going to say more because I'm extra. Okay. Number 3. Take care of the mustache, sis. Take care of the mustache. Like, if you know you have a little mustache, a little something, like, get rid of that and keep it down to a minimum. But I'm not gonna lie, if it's men in the room, they might wanna make jokes and laugh and stuff. But anyway, I don't give a fuck. Look, if this was a conversation like with another woman, it's so funny to hear like my mustache. Like, I wouldn't be able to, like, I can't help myself right now. Even just hearing myself say that, I want to laugh. So, like, sometimes, like, I be trying to be, like, a girl's girl, you guys. And I'm not saying that I'm not. So, trying, I shouldn't even use the word trying. Okay, that's a bad word also. But, y'all, I am a girl's girl. It's just that some things be funny to me. Okay? I have a sense of humor. As we all should. We all should have a sense of humor. But just to hear another woman just be like, because, you know, girls open up to each other and talk about things, but to hear somebody like, yeah, my mustache, like, just don't claim it, sis. Like, don't refer to it as my mustache. Like, don't refer to it. Don't refer to it as my mustache. Like, we not putting that, we not claiming it, you know. We manifesting that shit not growing back after you go get waxed this time. Okay? Women be having some Lamont Sanford mustache. Don't shave your face. Make a man have to check your birth certificate. Anyway, so, like, we're going to just ignore that person. And y'all, don't mind me. Don't think that I'm being rude to the chat. Like, feel free to be in the chat and all of that type of thing. I'm just joking around with the people in the chat. If it ever gets disrespectful, you know, we regulate that type of thing. So I'm moving on to my tip number 4. Eat fruit and choose veggies. The things that you eat are important because when you eat naturally, then you have natural beauty. When you eat artificially, then your body has to work even harder to get rid of stuff. Like, are you eating ice cream? No, bitch. No. Like, I feel like I just had a popsicle. And I feel like the popsicle is the reason I have this pimple on my face. Like, I just feel like it was just so... It's just been sitting in the fridge. Like, we really don't bother them. Man, they just sitting there like a death trap. But I'm blaming it on that. But as we go on down this list, I might want to blame it on some other things too. So just as much as I'm giving y'all these beauty tips, I'm reminding myself of the things that I need to tighten up on, because we ain't getting no younger. And we also, you know, can't neglect ourselves. Like, I didn't even put nothing about feet on this list. Like, sometimes you just got to put Vaseline on your feet and put on socks. And you need to sleep like that. You need to answer the door like that. You need to go grab your Pop-Tarts. You need to, you know, just chill, go watch your show like that. Like, with your feet soaking in Vaseline. It'll give you, like, a lot of moisture and soften the skin. So, as I was saying, eating fruits, vegetables, eating right is very important. And it's also important for your body. Like, you might be trying to get results with the workouts that you're doing. To get the results with the workouts, I know that you see that you have to eat certain things. So number 5, sleep on your back. Now this one I've fallen off of myself, and I need to get back on it. Like, you gotta sleep on your back, because when you sleep on your face, like, do you see what I'm doing to my face? Like, over time, like, that's gonna wear on you. Like, that's going to become how your face looks. And you might feel like, oh, it's uncomfortable to sleep on my back. No, it's uncomfortable to be uncomfortable with yourself. You know, so we gotta make these little sacrifices. It's actually not that bad sleeping on your back, and that's the best way to meditate too. So, you know, just sleep on your back, and I will show y'all the way that I used to sleep to not mess up my hair. And my granny showed me this because she used to do this, right? So, like, she put her arms over each other like this, and then would sleep like this, literally, and you never mess your hair up. All night. If somebody screamed child abuse, I'm gonna beat y'all ass. Cause yeah, my granny, wasn't abusing me by trying to make sure my hair don't get messed up. So no, it's not something that I had to do, but you know, that's just another beauty tip. Like, there's ways to help yourself be beautiful, and beauty comes from the inside. So when I say you're gonna help yourself be beautiful, you're helping yourself have the confidence to exude what it takes to be what is seen as beauty. And you want to own it. So my next tip is use a gua sha or face massagers. So they have these things, they're called gua shas, and it's like they really like rub their faces and stuff. I've used it a few times. I'm not really a big fan of it, but if you look it up on anywhere, TikTok or Google it or something, it's called gua shas, GUASHA, and they kind of like just like do Korean or Japanese skincare with it, and they just like rub it all over their skin. Now, I do believe in massages to loosen up the muscles in the face, and I use a roller. Ooh, I could have had my roller here to show y'all, but I do use a roller. I have one that's marble, and it goes in the freezer, and you roll that on your face. And I got another one that's kind of like got little ridges in it, so you can really feel the massage happening. And it's, I don't know, I like to get up in my cheeks and get up in my temples and stuff like that, but it's really supposed to be a part of your everyday beauty routine. So yeah, I need to do my 10-day reset and get back in the swing of things. So someone said, so your man can sleep on your front. So are we laying on our back so our man can sleep on our front? Yeah. Is he allowed to mess up our hair though? Now that's at your own discretion whether your man can mess up your hair or not. That's up to you. So my next tip for natural beauty with no filler and no Botox is a facial ice bath. You put your face in like a bath of ice every single morning, or just cold water. Now, me personally, I like to use cold water. And I feel like that's why a lot of people in prison look young, because they have a lot of cold water. Sometimes they don't have hot water at all. I don't know if y'all knew that. That's just like the interesting fact for the day. But definitely the ice face bath is something that has been popular for a long time. If you watch the movie Mommy Dearest, that's what she's doing at the beginning of the movie. She's like this big movie star, and she's putting, and that's why I don't do it. Like, I don't want to be like that bitch, but it is a thing. You know, it is a thing. And something about that just rubs me the wrong way when I watch that movie. Like, it's like, you know, don't do things that remind you of people that you ain't really feeling. Yeah. No wire hangers. No. But it's other ways to do it. I just don't like that particular way. Because I had seen the movie before, but one day I was watching it from the very beginning, and they showed that, like, she was putting ice in a in the bathroom bowl, in the sink. And I'm like, why is she putting ice in the sink? And it's just showing her filling up the sink. And I already know that this is a movie about her beating the shit out of the little girl and hitting her with hangers and stuff. And it was just, she just putting ice in the sink. And it was like, yo, that's probably a great way to do that ice face bath thing. But I will not be doing that today. Don't be like that, lady. So anyway, my next natural beauty tip for no filler or no Botox is to walk or run every day. So you want to get your blood circulating. You want to have good blood circulation. That's all I can say. Walk or run every day. Be active. It will do a lot for you. These are little small tips that you can do every day, and it just will do a lot for your overall health. My number 9 tip for beauty with no filler. Natural beauty now. We're talking about natural beauty. So we're talking about skin care. You have to care for your skin. We're talking about hair care. And that's my number 9 tip. Botana oil. Use botana oil to make your hair vibrant. It makes your hair soft. It makes your hair long. Like, it makes your hair grow so fast. Like, botana oil is just amazing for growing your hair super long and super fast. My daughter and I have been using all natural botana oil that's sourced from Honduras, and it's crazy. Like, it's crazy how long and how fast our hair has been growing. If my husband is in the chat, like, he'll tell y'all, like, yeah. Even right now, like, how is my hair up in these braids when I just shaved it off not that long ago? I have to use my neighbor's water, and I get pissed when they don't pay their bill. Sorry to hear that. Or Crisco oil, lard is best for your hair. Please don't listen to the beauty tips in the chat because they are not my beauty tips. I'm giving you the tips that you need. Do not put lard in your hair. Don't even put grease in your hair. I'm against grease. I don't use grease. Like, if you still using grease, I don't know about your growth journey, and I don't want to judge it. Like, I'm not here to just be like, oh, I know your shit ain't growing. But, because that might not be true. There is a certain way you can use it, but it's just too full of petroleum jelly. Petroleum jelly is not good for the hair cuticle. It clogs it up. It closes it. That means that no moisture can get into it until you shampoo it away. So to be using grease, when I did use a type of grease, I used the coconut oil grease. And I used to basically know that I had to wash it out. Like, anytime I want to moisturize my hair and get moisture actually into the cuticle, I knew that I had to shampoo it out. And then I'm kind of against shampoos because if you use too much shampoo, you're taking out all of the good shit from your hair. You're taking out all of the good natural oils that your hair needs. That means you're stripping your hair. That's why after you wash your hair, it kind of feels like it's got this weird feeling to it sometimes. You stripped it. And that's when we go in with the conditioner and add the moisture back to it. So FM said, what's the best thing? Thank you for your compliment. What's the best things to grow my hair as a man with curly hair? Oil. Water and oil. Like, after you use water, you put oil on it. So now I'm getting around to my number 10 beauty tip is lip scrubs. So since we're being natural and taking care of our skin, taking care of our hair, ladies, we're going to use lip scrubs with, I want to say with sugar. Like, the exfoliant in lip scrubs is normally like a sugar, but you can just order a whole lip kit or order... You ain't got to order shit. If you got Vaseline, don't use the grease, okay? Don't use the grease. If you got Vaseline, you can just put that with some sugar and kind of make your own. If you got shea butter, you can make your own lip scrub. You can do it with sugar and lip gloss, like any kind of lip gloss that you actually got. So my last tip is that was my number 10. The lip scrubs, the under eye mask. Just these little things that's going to take care of your details of your face. Okay, the stuff that takes care of the details. Like, when somebody actually looks at you, it's not all about, oh, I want to be pretty. Like, no, you need to just take care of yourself. Take care of your eyebrows. So that means that you tint your own eyebrows, or you learn how, like practice, watch videos, practice. You won't be good at it at first. If you're embarrassed, hell, go viral on TikTok, or just wash your face and don't let nobody see you. If you're not into that, what's more natural and better? What's more natural and better for a natural girl that really don't like to wear no makeup at all? What's best is really going to get it tinted, like going to get your eyebrows done, because that's gonna be number one. Your eyebrows and your lips. That's and your skin, of course, but that's gonna be it. Like once you shape those eyebrows, you're gonna feel like nobody can tell you nothing when you put on your lip gloss. Long as you keep your skin moisturized and everything, boom, in there like swimwear. So those are my 10 beauty tips for natural beauty with no filter. I mean, did I say no filter? Yeah, with no filter. I'm not wearing a filter right now. So am I qualified? Am I qualified to tell y'all these tips? No filler, no Botox. So now I can give you guys, I didn't think we'll make it to this point, but I do have a little something prepared for you. And that's some seduction tips. Why did I lean all back like I'm trying to be sexy or something? Seduction tips. And I don't like how some of these are worded. It makes me feel like I'm being a little predator over men. But this is a space for women, and it's a safe place for us to have our conversations. Any men in the room, we like you guys to kind of like just sit in the corner and behave yourself. You know, raise your hand when you want to speak, all of that type of thing, because this is a space for women. This is the Maybe I Can't Relate podcast. Maybe I Can't Relate. Follow us on Facebook. Maybe I Can't Relate on Instagram. Maybe I Can't Relate on TikTok. Maybe I Can't Relate on X, on Threads, and on YouTube. Okay? Well, it ain't a Maybe I Can't Relate page on YouTube, but it's a video that live streams here every single Tuesday at 9 p.m. So that's what this is, the Maybe I Can't Relate podcast. So I'm going to give you guys a couple, before we get off here, I'm going to give y'all, I can give you 10. How many should I share? Some seduction tips. And then we got a few guys in the room, so y'all can tell me if I'm right or not. So number one, this should be good. Number one, look good. Is that a no-brainer? I want to say look good for your target, because that's what, like, I found when I was researching. But I was like, dang, a target? A target is like what you shoot when you go to the gun range. So, are we considering the man a target? I don't know about that, because I feel like if men considered us a target, if they had a list and they were like, how to get a woman, how to make her your wife, number one, find your target, I'll be like, I don't want to be that target. Like, what the hell you mean target? But that's what it said. It said, look good for your target. It says, look good for your target. So I guess everybody agrees with that. Number two, don't treat them special. You have to treat them just like anybody else. I think that is very important. Like, that's a part of being a woman. Like, you're not a little girl, even though you are. Like, we are all kids inside. We're all just kids inside. We all have to be adults. You understand? So sometimes, like, I feel that women get into that feminine energy and they don't go all the way into it. So you want to be all the way in your feminine energy, where you're not treating somebody special. Like, you're not treating him special. You're not treating him like you're chasing him and just ready to do whatever to be in his presence. There's no one you should be doing that for. So, and that's actually a little bit of a psychology thing also. Like, who wants something that's chasing them around? Do you ever want that dude that's chasing you around? When you think back to school, that dude that's there every time you close your locker, you want to open your locker. Wait, I forgot something. You want to open your locker back up so it can hit his fucking face and break his glasses. Because you don't want that person that's chasing you. So you need to always be definitely not chasing. And the key is for, I ain't gonna say what a man should do, but a woman shouldn't be chasing anyway. And if you have somebody, like they said, a target, if you have a target that you have in mind, it's more so about that's just what it is. Just because you like somebody doesn't mean that you need to pursue them. Just because you think you like somebody doesn't mean that y'all are meant to be together. But you can do things to be the type of woman that can have choices. You know, like I encourage that. Like I encourage that you are the type of woman that you can have choices. So that's all I'm giving you right now is the tips to not just catch this one person's attention. Oh, I'm so in love with him. But if that's how you want to use it, then use it that way. I ain't gonna stop you. I ain't gonna hold you, sis. Like use it that way if you want to. But I'm more so giving you tips for yourself. Like this is what you need for yourself any damn way. You gotta look good anyway. You don't treat nobody like they're super special. For fucking what? To devalue yourself? So my third tip is to make eye contact. Like eye contact bonds you with somebody kinda. Do you know that I had to learn the art of not making eye contact with men in general. Like I still do that. I still don't do that shit. Like, because I don't know how many times I had heard that I was looking at people in some special type of way. So just from you looking at a man, like they kind of delusional for real. They're fucking delusional. That's why the most raggediest of men will walk up to the coldest, baddest thing that they see because they're fucking delusional. But I guess they gotta be kind of delusional for life to go on, you know, for human evolution, like for the world to continue. Like they gotta have the guts. They gotta have confidence. So for y'all, like for us women, you know, I guess we gotta learn how to have confidence, because that's why I'm here with this podcast and this 200,000 people tuning in, listening, and trying to maybe relate to how to get more confidence, how to navigate a little bit better. And that's what I'm here for. Not that I'm a know-it-all. We're learning. We all in this together. I'm just spreading the information, sharing the information, bringing you good downloads, good information, you know. So when you make eye contact, men definitely take that as something. They take that as something. Someone said, don't look at me if you're cross-eyed. Okay, so it says, yep, if you look at some men for longer than 3 seconds, they think you like them. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because at this point, you're staring. And the one that the girl actually likes, man, it's so hard to talk about women because I feel like I'm not breaking the girl code. I'm not. But I feel like I have to be careful because I don't want to sound like I'm criticizing someone, like people who are not the same as myself. That's what this show is all about. It's about relating to different types of women. So sometimes I'm speaking on what I see in a lot of women, like between 25 to 35, like to between 25 to 40, really, like the man that they actually like. So while you're able to make contact with this person you don't care two shits about, and he's over there thinking he's got a chance, and he's, you know, no, he don't. But the one that they actually like, they won't even want to look at him like that. They don't want to be in his face. They're too shy to do any of that. Like, they're not about to risk getting embarrassed. They're not about to sit up there and... I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, girls, you know what I'm talking about. Like, that guy that you actually like, you need me to tell you to give him a little eye contact. Like, you literally needed Annie Loke to get on here and be like, you know what? let me give you a little bit of art of seduction, okay? You need to make eye contact with that man. You need to look at him so that he knows, this person knows that I exist. Hey, this girl, hey, like, you'll be surprised how quick they radars go off, and like, that's all it takes. Like, something small like that, like, that's a big one. So good posture is another one. So somebody sitting the way I am, I'm having good posture. A man doesn't perceive it like, oh, she's got good posture, let me go and get her number. They don't think like that. They more so be thinking like, I like her poise and her stat. Like, they don't know. Like, I don't know. It's like a lot of subconscious thing that you have to do when it comes to men and it comes to being a seductive woman and a seductive person. So sitting straight up just gives you a different poise about yourself and a different air of confidence, which is attractive, right? We were talking about how to be beautiful from the inside out. It gives you an air of confidence, and you know, it helps you wear yourself well. It's better than being slumped down. And again, we talked about comfort, ladies. Oh, it's not comfortable to sit straight up like that with my chest pointed upward. It's not comfortable. It's not comfortable sleeping alone. You're supposed to be choosing from suitors. Like, if you're a woman, like, you're supposed to be choosing who it is that you want to be with, because who it is that you are is a wonderful person. So like, let's make steps to be this wonderful person. It's not all about being with somebody else, but definitely, like, y'all the ones out here, like, I ain't gonna even want my podcast to be about relationships, but that's what people want to talk about. That's what people are interested in. That's the juice that girls want. So I'm telling you, like, if you want a man, then work on certain parts of yourself. If you want someone to love you, and it's so hard to say that, like, because it shouldn't be stipulations on how somebody loves you, but I just feel like that's such an asshole thing to do when someone comes into a relationship, or when someone comes into a situation or a relationship, and they're kind of like, well, I'm this fucked up person, you should be accepting me. Or if they've been in a relationship for some years and they just be like, well, I'm this fucked up person, you should be accepting me. Like, I'm just not gonna fucking brush my teeth and you should accept me. I'm not gonna fucking comb my hair and you should just still love me. And they really like want to beat up on their self and feel bad about their self. How come nobody loves me? Like, you're not even trying to love yourself. So let me give you a couple more tips for seduction. I'm gonna read a comment here. It says, we are the king, so women have to make the move. But I am actually turned off when a chick is aggressive. Okay, so that's a good comment. I like that. Sounds like me and you might be compatible. I'm just joking, y'all. I think that's my husband. Well, I don't think that's my husband. I know that's my husband. I had to make sure I tell y'all that. So yeah, he said that he's turned off when the chick is aggressive. Oh, that's cool. Shout out to you for that comment. So I was talking about good posture, a thoughtful smile. So a thoughtful smile is not a dry thing. You need to be smiling with your eyes too, not just with your mouth. So if you just smile with your mouth, it doesn't really convey the same warmness. You want to have a thoughtful smile. That means that the smile means something. Okay? So I don't want to sit here making all kind of crazy faces and things like that, but just take it how it sounds, okay? And if you need more context, then go look this stuff up. If you need more context, it's books on everything I'm talking about. Each subject I'm talking about is probably a whole book out there on it. Maybe you don't like to look at books. Maybe you don't like to read books. Listen to an audio. Maybe you don't like to listen to audios. You're listening to this one. So next is warm energy with strong boundaries. Warm energy. Warm energy with strong boundaries. So some people think that men want cold energy. Like, they always attracted to the aggressive girl. They always want the mean person. They always want that cold bitch. Like, no, we ain't a cold bitch, actually. It's just that you might not get to see the side of that woman, of these women. You know what I'm saying? That man gets to see. You don't have to be cold. You have to be warm, because feminine energy is warm. It's inviting, but with strong boundaries. That means you can't hit a wall in this motherfucker. Like, that means don't get too comfortable in this motherfucker. That, like what Cardi B say, don't get comfortable. Like yeah, strong boundaries. Warm energy with strong boundaries. Now, when that energy starts turning cold, you're moving out of your feminine. You're moving into a masculine. You're doing, oh, you know what, man? Fuck that nigga. Fuck that nigga. Like you ain't even gotta go all the way there. You should have a warm energy. Like, he's choosing something else. I wish him the best. Maybe I should jump off a cliff, but maybe I shouldn't think like that. Like, this is where your mind should be going as a feminine. Like, when you're trying to be feminine, this is how you should be speaking to yourself, just being very slow with your movements, being very slow with speech. And if you're trying to attract a man, what I want you to do is know that wearing heels is a great way to attract, I don't want to say a man, I just want to say attention. Like, if you're tired of being ignored, like, you want to be seen. Like, you wear heels because they can see that, for one, it's professional. Only if this is your vibe. If you're not comfortable with it, then you can't wear that kind of stuff. If you're not comfortable with heels, I'm not going to tell you wear heels. But a lot of the times, a lot of those times right now, women feel like they need permission. Like, you need someone to tell you it's okay to go ahead and put on that dress and put on a nice little pair of heels, and when you guys go to brunch or go to breakfast, like, be cute. A lot of women feel like, oh, I'm overdressing. So you really playing yourself down, but why? Like, what taught you that? I'm not your counselor, so I don't want to deep dive with you and learn what taught you that. I just want to tell you what the practices are that you could put in place today that would better your outcome and your experiences that you're trying to have in this life. So the color red is a good one. High heels is a good one. You're aggressive with your own self. You're not aggressive outwardly. You're not trying to grab anyone. You're grabbing attention without saying shit. That's what I'm trying to teach you. So I hope you learned something from this episode of Maybe I Can't Relate. Like, it's been very real being here with y'all. As always, the show is sponsored by King's Castle ENT, the fastest growing entertainment company in the state of Florida. The website is kingscastleent.com. That's where you can find our movies and films and things like that. Some of my music and music from Zobo69, music from The Bloodline, which is available on all streaming platforms. We got a new movie called Pretentious that's dropping pretty soon. We working on a film called Ride Out. Like I said, the company is called King's Castle ENT. I hope that you subscribe to the channel, like this video, and join me again next week, where I'm going to be right here, same time, same place, Tuesday at 9. And look, Speak That Shit is the next live stream that's going to be on this station, you guys. Make sure that y'all tap in Thursday, 7 o'clock p.m. Zobo69, Hootie Hoo, and myself, comedians, going in on some of the current issues that's going on. Make sure that y'all tune in and tap in. Be blessed.